At the Kennebec Valley Humane Society, we believe in creating a kinder community by nurturing the bond between animals and humans. Please join me in welcoming some furry friends. Welcome back to Happy Tales at KVHS. I am here with a wonderful bonded pair of pitty mixes named Scout and Kai. Scout is a 2.5-year-old boy, and this is his older girlfriend, Kai, who's 7. They are happy as can be, looking to stay together, but could go into a home with other dogs, well-behaved, respectful kids, and even cats. They love going for walks, curling up on the couch together with you, and taking naps. Both are sweet as can be. What do you think, babies? What do you think? What do you think? And looking for their forever home. This sweet, affectionate 7-year-old girl is Pumpkin. Pumpkin can be a little shy at first. She'd like to be the only animal in the house, but she's very, very sweet. Doesn't like her feet touched and can be a little sensitive to some head movements when you first meet her. But as you can see, she is full of love, ready to be in her own home. Oh, Pumpkin, come here, little girl. Come here, little lady. Oh, aren't you sweet? Pumpkin is a wonderful dog looking for her forever home. This high-energy hound is Victoria. She's a 1.5 years old, and this little lady is every bit the hound as you can see. Nose to the ground, social, and boy, she can be vocal. Beautiful as any dog you will ever see. Part blue tick hound, part something else. We're asking for her to be the only canine in the house, really the only animal in the house. She would not do well with cats either. But she's sweet as can be. Boy, oh boy, if you're looking to sniff out any potential bombs or escaped convicts, she is your girl. Ready to go to work. Should probably have a fenced-in yard, or we need somebody that's committed to continuing to work on her leash manners. How you doing there, kid? Let's show him your better end. Victoria, this beautiful girl, is looking for her forever home. This handsome 8-year-old fella is Danny. Danny loves people, although he can be a little shy initially. He is on a special diet CD kitty food, which you'll have to get through the vet. That keeps crystals from forming in the urine. Oh, buddy. He'd probably like to be with either calm dogs or none at all. Kitties, not so sure. Kids are probably all right. Yeah, Danny, you've got one of the nicest dispositions of any kitty you can meet. Happy little fella, looking for his forever home. This fantastic 1-year-old fella is Nugget. He's a very sweet, shy boy, does like other cats, although he can sometimes be picked on. He needs a confident but kind fellow kitty, if any, in any home where he would go. But he's very sweet. Gets along with his little buddy Beryl here at the shelter and would like to have a friend wherever he goes. Yes, Nugget is looking for his forever home. This 7-year-old boss kitty is Ashley. Boy, she likes those blue jeans I'm wearing and is muckling right onto them. Very extroverted. She's in a community room full of shy cats and shows them how to warm up to people. But she's looking for forever love of her own and would like a forever home where she could be the center of attention. Be careful of those claws, kitty. Ah! But Ashley is sweet as can be and looking for her forever home. I'm delighted to be back with our executive director, Hillary Roberts. Welcome back, Hillary.
Thank you for having me, Chris.
Well, it's an exciting time of year. It's finally some good weather. People are outside.
Yes.
People are going to be having barbecues, and we're approaching Independence Day here on July 4th.
We certainly are.
Could you tell us some tips for pet owners, things that we can do to be responsible, things that we can do to prepare for festivities?
I certainly can. So first, we want families to enjoy the holidays with their pets, but we also want to make sure that those pets are safe during that time. One of the big things that's important to remember about summer holidays, especially the 4th of July, is that there could be fireworks. Fireworks can be frightening to dogs and cats, and so we want to make sure that pet owners are prepared. If they are in a position where they have a spare room that a pet could be in, where they could have some calming music playing, that might be a great way for that animal to spend a noisy firework time. If the family is home, they might want to stay with that animal. If for some reason the animal is outside, we want to make sure that they're brought back in the house before fireworks, making sure they have good identification, tags on collars, microchips, making sure those microchips are up to date. Those are ways that we can prepare for fireworks in particular around the holidays.
Do microchips expire at some point?
They do not. So as an example, if you adopt an animal from the shelter, all of our pets have been microchipped. But when you take that animal home, you want to make sure that you register your information with the microchip company so that it doesn't still have the shelter listed as the person that is the owner of that microchip. And it's really important. We really push identification, especially microchips, because it's the easiest way for us to reunite a lost dog or cat with their family.
Right. And I'm sure that does happen with fireworks if there's an outdoor cat who's out and then hides under a porch or climbs up a tree. I think there's any number of ways that they could get stuck in a bad predicament that we want to avoid.
Absolutely. We frequently will have animals on the 5th of July that have arrived to us because they've been frightened and they've wandered off, or phone calls or emails from families that maybe have lost their pet because of those same reasons.
Right, right. And it's a simple enough thing also to put phone numbers across the collars. I know my parents do that with their dogs. The dogs in the past have been known to
There's so many
run
ways.
around and wind up in a neighbor's yard.
Right. And we want to make sure when that happens that pet can get home as soon as possible.
Right. It's less threatening also if it's clear that that's somebody's
Yes.
pet. You can usually discern that with a cat too.
Exactly.
And it's a game changer to have microchips. The difference between even, 20, 30 years ago.
Right.
But-
It's the quickest way to get those families back together.
Right. What are some other tips with respect to barbecues? I'm sure there's things like onions and avocados and chocolate and some other things that probably dogs especially shouldn't be getting into at a barbecue.
So whenever a family or individuals are planning a party or festivities, they really want to make sure that they have a plan for their pet during that time. That might be that pets being in a separate space when people are coming over. Some dogs or cats are more happy to meet new people, or some are more anxious. So just knowing your animal first. And then when it comes to food, making sure that our dogs and cats aren't getting any surprise treats from our guests when they're over. Things at barbecues, things like any bones from meat. You mentioned chocolate, onions, grapes are not good for our dogs to have. So just making sure that our pets are eating their pet food and not the food that is for the enjoyment of the guests of our festivities.
I think one of the challenges is a lot of these finger rolls and things like that. Where do they get put out? They get put out on tables that are, low enough that if you have some sort of a Great Dane or a German Shepherd or a motivated little dog even,
Exactly.
they'll go right after those, because they can't tell a chicken salad from a tuna salad
And it's-
any easier than we can.
And it all looks good to them. I know I have one dog that's very
who doesn't
food
like
motivated. So just knowing your animal and what to expect from them is really key there, because if they are a dog that wants to counter surf or might be known for stealing a sandwich here or there, that animal might need to be, maybe dog is on a leash or in the house, something like that to keep them safe.
And they never forget the people that are sort of the weak links and are likely to make mistakes and leave things out. And once you do
The
it even
loose-fingered
once,
treat people.
a dog will never forget. Once they've been able to, steal a sandwich off the card table, they're going to linger forever.
Of course.
You can put them out in the other room, but they're not really going to listen if you put them out. So.
Right.
Hillary, It's such a pleasure to be here again this year and to look forward to 4th of July. I wish the fireworks weren't so loud.
I wish.
That's one of the things they do in England. There is a movement to make, quieter fireworks more a part of the culture here.
Right. It's certainly, for some animals, is incredibly frightening. I'm sure scary for wildlife as well. We want to celebrate. We live in a great place and want to enjoy the fireworks, but it is too bad that they're so loud and frightening.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting to the poor horses.
Yes.
They get spooked. It's upsetting to a lot of combat veterans. So,
Of course.
it's a thing for the community, I think, to consider and at least be thoughtful. If you're going to set off fireworks, you don't need to do it, 50 feet from the loons out on the lake.
Right.
You know what I mean? We understand. You want to have a good time, but
we always want to be thoughtful to our animals and the animals that we share space with.
well said. Thank you very much, Hillary.